being able to talk, voicing your opinion, and then when you're in a position where you can't talk and you can barely walk, the road want to say that, oh,
Floyd Mayweather warns Mario Barrios. Don't underestimate Manny Pacquiao. He went 12 hard rounds with him. He knows exactly how good Manny...
He don't see this fight going the distance. Neither does I.
Good Manny Pacquiao is. And now, Floyd Mayweather is sounding the alarm, warning Mario Barrios that stepping into the ring with a legendary Pac-Man might be the biggest mistake of his career. While much of the boxing world favors Barrios for his youth, size, and momentum, Mayweather holds a very different and far less popular opinion. Floyd believes Pacquiao still has what it takes to beat the current WBC welterweight champion. Let's dive into what Floyd had to say and why he's urging the young contender to think twice before facing the Filipino icon. Boxing is a young man's sport, they say. But what happens when an older fighter still moves like he did 15 years ago? At 46 years old, Manny Pacquiao should be long retired by boxing standards. But here's the twist. He doesn't look like it. He's still got blazing speed, sharp footwork, and that trademark explosiveness that made him one of the sport's most feared fighters. While many analysts highlight Barrios' youth and rising star power, boxing legend...
He's very, very fast. And still Manny Pacquiao looks like 10 years ago.
Boxing legends aren't so quick to count Manny out. One of them is Vasily Lomachenko, arguably one of the most technically gifted boxers alive, who recently praised Manny's conditioning, saying he still moves like he did a decade ago. And then there's a surprise supporter, Floyd Money Mayweather. Yes, that Floyd Mayweather, the undefeated 5-division champion who beat Manny Pacquiao in their historic 2015 clash. Despite their rivalry and his victory,
one of the most important things about my career was my defense.
His victory. Floyd isn't writing Manny off. In fact, he's warning Barrios. Barrios is making a big mistake. Says Floyd, Mayweather's take is clear. Barrios might be underestimating what it really means to fight Manny Pacquiao. It's not just about age or physical condition. It's about experience, ring IQ, and the unrelenting fighting spirit that Manny brings to every match that he's still producing. Floyd said, day in and day out. He delivers. This isn't a retired legend showing up for a paycheck or a nostalgia tour.
Day in and day out, he go out there and he produce. And that's what it's really about. It's about producing. A hell of a training team, I can't.
Tour. This is a fighter who's trained to win. Pacquiao has always been a machine when it comes to discipline, preparation, and performance. He's not here to play. He's here to fight, sure. Barrios isn't a pushover. He's got size, reach, and a hunger to prove himself. This is his big shot, a chance to add a legend to his resume. But that's where it gets dangerous. Overconfidence against someone like Pacquiao can cost everything. Manny can get through anything. Floyd said, he's got so much experience.
Manny has so much experience that he could get through anything. As long as they have the right plan, or whatever they do, they have that, they'll be able to...
Experience. He knows how to win. What makes Pacquiao so difficult to prepare for isn't just the speed or aggression. It's the angles, the unpredictability, the flurries of punches that come out of nowhere. You can't prepare for that by watching tape. You have to experience in the ring. And by then, it might be too late. Leonard Ellaby and Floyd both agree.
Leonard said, when I was in the back, Leonard said, he don't see this fight going the distance. Neither does I.
Ellaby and Floyd both agree. This fight might not even go the distance. The respect runs deep, let's be honest. Losing to Floyd Mayweather is exactly a stain on your legacy. Floyd dominated an entire generation of fighters and went unbeaten through it all. And yet, when he's asked which opponent gave him the toughest challenge, his answer speaks volumes. Manny Pacquiao, I remember thinking in the third...
At any point, did a fighter ever make you feel like, oh...
In the third or fourth round, this is going to be a rough night, Floyd recalled. Despite his defensive brilliance, Floyd had to work harder than ever to keep Manny at bay. He praised Pacquiao's relentless pressure, awkward angles, and unpredictable rhythm. He just kept coming. He wouldn't stop, Floyd said. And that's what makes Manny so special. He started at 108 pounds flyweight and climbed all the way to 154, beating...
No, but I've been in a fight. I get like in the third or fourth round, like, tonight gonna be a rough night.
Beating top-tier fighters in every division. That's unheard of. T.O. me, it's amazing, Floyd said. He's just blessed. Pacquiao was the best I ever faced. Coming from a fighter who never lost, that's one of the highest compliments possible. Floyd says it wasn't just Manny's speed or power. It was the way he moved, the angles, the timing, the instincts. Things you can't teach at S.O. and Floyd.
Okay. One of the best fighters I've faced was Manny Pacquiao. He's a future Hall of Famer.
What the is it about Manny, man? He just don't stop coming.
But you know me, I keep my distance because he's real short. I keep...
When Floyd says Barrios should think twice, he means that it's not worth it. That's Floyd's final warning. Facing a fighter like Pacquiao isn't just dangerous in the ring. It can have lifelong consequences. Sustained punishment from a volume puncher like Manny can take a brutal toll. Floyd pointed to past legends like Muhammad Ali and Sugar Ray Robinson, fighters who suffered greatly in retirement. There's nothing great about taking punishment, Floyd said. If I had to put my...
I just want to say this to the world. It's amazing how a fighter can come from, I think, 108 all the way to 154 and knock out all these guys. To me, it's amazing. I guess he's just blessed.
If I had to put myself in that position to be great, then that fight isn't for me. Bottom line, don't sleep on the legend. While many are questioning whether Manny is too old, Floyd Mayweather, a man who knows better than anyone, is telling everyone loud and clear, Manny Pacquiao is still dangerous, still elite, and still capable of surprising the world. S.O., what do you think? Fight fans? Is Mario Barrios underestimating the legend? Could he be walking straight into a storm?
The best fighter out far probably was Manny Pacquiao because of his movement.
What's going on? Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao, now 46 years old, is reportedly returned to the ring to fight Mario Barrios, a younger, strong, and rising star who is also the WBC welterweight champion. Now here's the twist. Floyd Mayweather, who fought and beat Manny Pacquiao in 2015, is warning Barrios about taking this fight. He believes Barrios may be walking into a trap, that he's underestimating just how dangerous Pacquiao still is. Why is Floyd's opinion so important? Floyd Mayweather is
But he's a hell of a fighter, and I can see why he won so many fights, and I can see why he's going down as a Hall of Famer. It's just certain moves that he made.
Floyd Mayweather is undefeated, one of the greatest boxers in history. He's faced legends like Oscar de la Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, Shane Mosley, Ricky Hatton, and he beat them all to S.O. When Floyd says Pacquiao is the hardest opponent he ever faced, people listened. Here's what he said. In their fight, by the third or fourth round, Floyd realized it would be a very tough night. He had to stay alert the entire time because Pacquiao kept charging forward nonstop. Floyd said Pacquiao...
Manny Pacquiao, I think that he's one of the best. He's one of the best. We was able to come together and we didn't come together when we wanted to, but we was able to come together and get the fans out.
Pacquiao's movements, angles, and unpredictable style made him unlike any other fighter he ever faced. Floyd's conclusion? Pacquiao is still dangerous, and fighters like Barrios might not understand what they're walking into until it's too late. The warning to Mario Barrios, Floyd's message is clear. If I were in Barrios' shoes, I wouldn't take a fight. He says Pacquiao is still fast, still powerful, still unpredictable, still extremely...
Look at guys like Sugar Ray Robinson. You guys look at certain fighters like Muhammad Ali. There's nothing great about taking punishment, being able to talk, voicing your opinion, and then when you're in a position where you can't talk and you can barely walk, the world want to say that...
Extremely experienced. Even though Pacquiao is older now, Floyd says age doesn't matter when the fighter is still able to perform at a high level. He's not just warning about losing the fight. He's warning about long-term damage. He mentions how many boxers, like Muhammad Ali, ended up suffering serious health problems later in life due to taking too many punches. Floyd saying that taking hundreds of shots from someone like Pacquiao just isn't worth it, even if it might bring fame or a title. What makes Pacquiao so special? Let's not forget,
if I got to be put in that position to be great, then that's not for me.
Let's not forget Manny Pacquiao started his career at 108 pounds flyweight, climbed all the way up to 154 pounds light middleweight, won world titles in 8 different weight divisions, something no other boxer has done, beat champions at every level, was known for knocking opponents out with speed and angles no one could predict. Floyd